Welcome, Profit Producers. It is your webinar strategist and business strategist, Dakisha Williams, and I am excited to be here to talk to you a little bit about marketing your message. But today's topic is going to be about picking up the phone. So I thought this would be a perfect topic to talk about today. I actually just got off the phone. Someone actually called and I answered, which is surprising. I didn't recognize the number, but I did answer. And for those of you all that are just this is their first time tuning in, I am a webinar and business strategist. I pride myself on helping entrepreneurs who use speaking to grow their business and create consistent leads and revenue in their business using webinars. So we teach them how to use their signature presentation to enroll more clients into their signature course. I am an award-winning strategist and business consultant and speaker. And I have helped over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients to implement this methodology in their business. So with that being said, it's three reasons why you too should be picking up the phone in your business. And when I do my high converting webinar training on my signature webinar course that we teach, I remember back in 2018, we used to pick up the phone and call every person that registered for our webinars. And that was super important, especially back then when we had like 20 or 30 people register for the webinar, right? But it made me think about it when I answered the phone today from a community, which I can't ever remember how I became a part of this community. So not only did it bring the community back to the forefront, because I'm like, I knew the name when they said the name. I knew exactly who they were referring to, but I could not remember what I purchased in order to get into their community. But anyway, make a long story short, they reached out to me. It was kind of like one of those calls where it's the beginning of the year. We want to check in with our VIP members, and I was listed in the system as a VIP member. Making us to feel special, first of all. But it was because, of course, I had made apparently some type of investment. Again, I couldn't tell you what it was. I don't remember. But a couple of things came to light in this conversation. And number one was the fact that there was a connection created, right? Just by having that conversation and the dialogue. And some of the follow-up questions you could tell were not scripted. So kudos to their team for it not being a scripted call. And second, just being able to have, that type of conversation. Thank you. Just being able to have that conversation with someone, from the organization or from the company. You just don't see that a lot. And so I love to teach my audience and my tribe to pick up the phone because they're not expecting it. And to be honest with you, I literally just walked back in the house. And like I said, the number, I didn't recognize the number, but it didn't have a name to it. So I was like, you know what the heck? Normally I do not answer numbers I don't know, but I did. And so, I was glad that I did, first of all. Okay. So number one, when you pick up the phone and you reach out to past clients or leads, they are not expecting to hear your voice on the phone. Let me tell you that. I made a couple of calls last week and they were so excited. First and foremost, they respect your time as a business owner and expert, that they're like, oh my God, you took time out of your busy schedule to actually call little old me. Yes, I did. And I genuinely want to know, how are you doing? And so I don't think people think about that when they're reaching out. Why? Because ultimately we know that we got to pick up the phone. We know that we have to make sales calls or, follow-up calls. And so instead of going into that conversation, looking at it like a sales call, let's go into the conversation genuinely looking to reach out to people to see how they are doing, to see what is happening in their business, what their goals are, so that you can genuinely put together your next part of the conversation. Okay. So that's kind of like 1B, 1A, whatever. It's not on my notes, but it makes sense. Like if you're going to call, you're going to create this connection. Why don't you go into that conversation being sincere about reaching out to that person? Okay. That's first and foremost. All right. So anyone committed to reaching out to 10 people via the telephone this week? I want you to drop a 10 in the chat if you are committed to picking up the phone and calling 10 people this week. I tell you what, I want to do it with you. I have to do it every day, but a part of my 12-week goals, I have to do it every day. All right, number 2, don't you think you're going to stand out in front of all of the noise that's online? Like, how many people are really picking up the phone, genuinely making phone calls? Like, let's be real. Right. So when you represent your brand and you pick up the phone and you make a phone call and call, some of your leads or some of the people that have connected with you or some of the people that have expressed interest in some of the products and services that you have in your business, you are going to stand out above some of the people that are maybe ads. Because again, let's be real. We see the people on the ads, but aren't they super, super busy? Do they really have time? As a matter of fact, I was doing a strategy call with a client and she was actually giving me the rundown on Tuesday's coaching call. And they have said that they've invested thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in different programs. And one of the things that they all were saying was, number one, I've invested money in program and never ever spoke to the person. I enrolled into a course. I got videos, but I never had a conversation with the actual person that I invested in. Crazy, but I know it's out there and it works, right? No shade, and it's just a different business model. But for me, they know I'm going to show up to that call. 9 times out of 9, I'm going to show up to that call unless something comes up like a birthday or some type of celebration. All right. Yes. And they love my energy. All right. So we want to do things that make us stand out, that makes, when they have that problem, we want to be the first thing that they think about. Again, brings me up real life situations. So I literally left out today to go get a birthday cake for my son. And I had an idea in my head what I wanted on the birthday cake. Well, I thought I was doing something because I went 72 hours in advance to put my order in for the cake to be ready. Just to find out that they really don't do what it is that I was looking to do. Now, mind you, I was just in the same place on Saturday, asking questions. Do you do this? Do you do that? And granted, maybe I didn't ask the right questions because yes, but no. All right. Anyway, so now that I know that I can't get what it is that I'm looking for, I immediately called who I know that can provide a service for me in the time frame that that I have right now. I don't have a lot. I got a 72-hour window. Boom, made a phone call. Matter of fact, I didn't even have this person's number in my phone. I remember the name of the business. I searched it on Facebook. The phone number to their business. Watch this. The phone number to the business was listed on Facebook. Not only did I get the person, and because of the business, I didn't get a order online form. I didn't get a opt-in to da 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 da. No, that person answered the phone and we actually had a real life conversation. Like we both were like, okay, let me take my business hat off. Let's put on our mom hat. Y'all know me. I take it off anyway, right? I'm just real. And I'm just authentic and I love showing up that way, right? And that's how I show up when I'm on the phone. And so again, it helped create a connection with someone who now, of course, I'm going to sing their praises when I get my product. Y'all going to see it all over social media. So it still validates what I'm saying to you is that not only that we re-spark the connection, because I've known this person for a while, but apparently they stand out because I knew their name and I knew the name of their company. And the last thing that I want to say to you before I, complete this particular, training, this video, is you'll make more money. So I want you to think about it. If you pick up the phone and you commit to calling 10 people that you know have expressed interest in your products and services, you call them and let them know what you have going on. Oh, Lord. If you call them and let them know what you have going on in your business and how you can help them, I would love to see what your conversion rate is and how many people actually sign up for your program. And thank you for solidifying the fact that I'm truly an authentic person and always keep it 100. So, no, not now. So, with that being said, we're going to conclude this training. My name is Dakisha Williams, your webinar strategist. Be passionate, be purposeful, but more importantly, be profitable. But before you leave, we do have, I got interrupted by, my son and my other son. But before you leave, we do have, we have open enrollment for our tribe, which is our monthly membership. I ain't gonna even call you out like that. And so I would love to have you a part of our tribe membership. We help entrepreneurs grow and scale their business. This is a monthly membership. We meet every Tuesday. Every call is recorded. Drop tribe in the chat if this is something that you want to have a conversation about, you want to chat about. I can give you the details about the tribe. We talk about launches. We talk about ads. We talk about webinars. We talk about growing businesses. We talk about family. We talk about events. We talk about all things business. Like, what does it take to build, to grow and scale a business? And if you could buy a cup of coffee a day, you could be a part of the tribe. So, all right, for real, I am going to sign off. Again, be passionate, be purposeful, but more importantly, be profitable. I'll see you guys next time.